Yes. All right.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Talks.
Welcome back.
That was fucking crazy. I'm Guy.
I'm Caleb. I am Caleb. My fault. I'm so sorry.
Episode 8.
Welcome back. It's good to see you.
It's good to see
How
everyone.
How are you doing?
Hope everyone's doing well.
You had a good night? You had a good morning?
Good day, good night, good
Did
night.
you eat?
Good. Did you eat?
Did you drink water?
You drinking water? You better be fucking drinking water. Stay hydrated. Or
I'm watching
buy.
you.
Coconut buy.
Coconut buy.
Bro, Coconut buy sponsor me.
Oh my God.
I need, look,
Yo,
we'll
you know
put
what sponsor I need?
We'll put a little buy right here, bro. I promise. I swear to you.
You know what sponsor I need? I need either Humex or Arizona teas.
Jumex or Arizona teas are good. Yeah.
Because I'm always drinking those two.
Dude, did I send you the hard Arizona seltzers?
Yes.
I don't know if that's real.
I've tried it.
You fucking liar. You tried hard Arizona iced tea?
Tried it.
Is it is it bad? Like
Gas.
It's tough.
It's gas. It is
That's
gas.
fire, bro.
It's gas.
I
I
gotta
love
try
it. Because I already love Arizona tea. So it's
well,
like
I'm not a
little hard
drinker, though.
seltzer.
We've talked about this.
I
I'm not
know.
really a drinker.
I know.
I don't like to drink.
I'd rather drink than smoke.
No, sir. I'm a Chiefington.
I get lit.
I'm a Chiefington.
I get lit off the lick.
Off the lick. Anything is possible.
Anything.
You know what's funny? Okay.
What?
So in this episode, we kind of want to talk about lore.
Overall lore.
Overall lore. And what we mean by that is like stories that we are able to tell our kids.
Basically
What it is. Or anybody really.
Just
It's just
anybody.
lore. It's kind of like, I guess it's a video game term, right? Lore? Is that like a video game thing? So I guess lore.
Well, I mean, is it?
I don't know. I don't know where it comes from. I'm asking.
I would just, because it's like, no, I feel like it's not just like
Is it just a
video
thing?
game
Is
thing.
it just a
It's
thing?
just a
Like
general
lore-
thing.
lore
Like
and theory?
lore would be like
It's just
considered the
background.
story of
Yeah.
somebody.
It's like background story, basically.
How did they came to be?
How they
What
came to
happened?
be, yeah, stuff like that. Like just
Yeah.
crazy stories.
Yeah.
So for me personally, I think it's super important. And I know, lore. Because what the hell am I going to be as a dad that has no lore? Like, think about it. Like, I know for me personally, I want to be like
A cool dad.
the coolest dad.
Yeah.
Like, like, of course, everyone wants that. Of course, I
Right.
get it. But it's like, for example, what I'll say is like, my dad has lore stories, but most of them have to do with like alcohol or like, crazy shit that happened while he was drinking and stuff like that. And I don't necessarily want that for me. I would rather like
adventures.
like crazy adventures,
Yeah.
right? Like, bro, one time I was in Thailand and I was at a bar and I signed up for a Muay Thai fight and I fought some Asian
I've
dude.
seen that. I know exactly what you're talking about because I've seen that.
Yeah, that's a thing. Like, that's a thing that happens. So, I mean, I think that would be dope. I've trained Muay Thai before, so I think that'd be really cool. Like, just some random shit to do is like... Anyways, so what we're saying is lore is cool. So we have a little bit of cousin lore. And
we have a lot.
we have a lot of cousin lore.
We have a lot.
And we want to talk about some dad lore, some future adventures that we'd like to have for sure.
You know what's crazy? That like we have a lot of lore together.
Right.
But if you think about it, like we got close like not too long ago.
That is true.
Like
that
if
is very
you really
true.
think about it.
Okay. To clarify, we've always known of each other.
Yeah.
So we met maybe. How old were we? Well, okay. Well, we met when we were really young.
We were really young.
We were really young, like when we were babies. We met first.
I want to say like 6 years old, 5 years old.
Before that, we met before that. I think it was like you were probably like 3 and I was probably like 2. Like it was like but obviously like we don't remember that because duh.
Yeah.
But the one that we can definitely remember is when our uncle got married. His like reception that was in West Texas. That's where we connected.
That was crazy.
So we were introduced like formally as like, oh hey, that's your cousin Caleb over there. Like, go say what's up. What's up, dude? I don't remember how it went, but
I don't remember either. I just knew that we clicked like
all I knew is we clicked and then the music started playing and we clicked even more. Yeah. Because we love to dance, right? Both of us.
Oh,
bro, I'm telling you, we danced our asses off that night.
We were the life of the party.
The life of the party, bro. Like literally danced our asses off that whole night. It was so sick. It was super fun. I remember the next morning. Remember we were saying the next morning we were so sore, bro.
Yeah.
Like, it was crazy. And what's
Didn't I
funny
spend the night with you?
yeah, at my house, but I don't remember that. That's what's crazy to me is I have no recollection of that ever. Like, I just remember the party. I don't know how I got home. I don't know. Like, I don't remember either. I don't remember. I wasn't drinking. I was 6.
It was just a bunch of adrenaline.
Yeah. Just being a child.
Vibes.
The joys of being a child.
Literally.
And then after that, we didn't hang out for quite a while.
We didn't hang out for years after that.
Years, bro. Like, I think the next time we hung out was
the first time I hung out with you in.
No. We in El Paso.
That's right. In El Paso.
Was it Lucero's wedding? Did you go to
Luceritos?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
You went to that, right?
Yeah. Was there? I think I saw pictures.
That's when it was.
Mm-hmm.
It was. No, we hung out at
Mi tío Rafa's wedding
and was that
yeah.
That's when it was, right?
Yeah.
It was Rafa and
because our other cousin was there too.
Yeah, Chuyin was there.
Chuyin and Gio were there too.
Gio was there.
Gio was there too.
But that was when happened. That was in El Paso, right? When
it was at my tío Rafa's wedding and
their remarriage, right? It was their remarriage, their renewal of vows.
Yeah.
So it was me, Chuyin, you, and Gio was there.
Gio was there.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
I thought Gio was at the one where we were in Colorado for Edgar and.
No, I have
that was a different time.
My
mom
has a picture. Yeah.
That was after that.
Watch, I'll look for it as you.
I think you know what you're talking about. So the first time that we met again was in El Paso.
Yeah.
That was the first time we kind of reconnected, and we were pretty much like still like nothing ever happened. We were cool. We danced again.
Again
that time we danced Tella.
We are the life of the party.
Life of the party, and then Edgar's. We also danced. He was
at Edgar's.
Yeah, remember we did the flash mob. Where to the Watch Me Whip and Nene shit. Yeah, but we basically interrupted their first dance and did the Watch me Nene.
Now watch me Watch me Nene.
Watch me do. Yeah, that shit was tough.
That's crazy. Yeah, I forgot about that. I completely forgot about that.
Yeah, that was I think the second time that we really like hung out like that.
Again, yeah.
And then after that was when you came down. The first time,
yeah,
and we hung out.
When I came here alone.
Yep, came here alone, and then we hung out. I was turning 14. Nope.
No.
Yes. Nope.
I was turning 14.
You were turning 14. I turned 13.
13.
I turned 13.
Because again, I have the.
You have the video. I remember that. I look like a child. It's kind of weird. Yeah, that was like the first time we hung out. And what happened that time, Caleb? We met some people.
Miss Officer.
No, that was.
Oh no, that wasn't.
No, that was before Miss Officer.
That was before.
Way before Miss Officer.
That was.
We had a shorty from the Bronx.
From the Bronx. I really want to say her name, bro. Because it's got that ring to it.
You know who we were talking. If you know, you know.
If you're watching this, we miss you low key.
We miss you low key.
It was vibes.
I hope you're doing. Hope you're doing so well. Like honestly.
And the fact that it was.
By the way, you're gorgeous.
You're gorgeous. Yo, low key. Your cousin though.
Yeah. See. Oh my god, bro! We fumbled really hard. We fumbled hard.
We fumbled
hard. Well, you know what? I think what happened is they ended up getting boyfriends, and then we stopped talking. You didn't ever really like talk to.
She still doesn't have a boyfriend.
Who?
Cousin. The cousin.
She has a boyfriend?
I don't think she does.
That's what I'm saying. I don't think she ever had a boyfriend. You just didn't talk to her.
Fucking fumbled.
You fumbled the bag, bro.
Fumbled,
bro. Man, that was a great time. Good time.
Look, I found the picture of the wedding.
Oh my god!
I'm trying to find the other one.
What? Bro, I forgot she was there. I'm talking about our cousin.
Prima, yeah.
I forgot she was there.
Yeah. That's
cool.
Crazy.
I haven't seen her in a minute.
I don't. I think I was a sophomore last time I saw her.
Damn, really? That was the last time I saw her.
You know what's funny? The last time I saw her,
I think she follows me on Facebook.
She follows me on Instagram, and I have her.
I don't think she follows me on Instagram.
I got you.
I don't believe.
But you gotta hit her up, bro.
I know. I was going, "Con la prima."
Yeah. But the last time I saw her, it was like, I don't think we had that much time. It was just kind of like a quick thing,
right?
And it's funny because we were like, all right, well, we're here now. What the hell do we do? So we were literally just like trying to figure out what to do.
And
they were
the
like,
whole time?
Yeah, we were like, let's get ice cream, fuck it.
Get ice cream.
It was like last minute, and we were literally like trying to gather like money because we
gather
had
funds.
Right, we were like, well, I got like $5. How much do you have?
$5.
She's like, I got 10. It's like, oh shit, we need more. So we literally asked everybody in the house, like, do you guys have like $1 or $2 to spare so we can get some ice cream? They're like, oh yeah, for sure. So we're literally there like some little hobos asking for money, and then we're like, yes, let's go. So we literally hop in the whip, and I think, if I remember correctly, we went to go pick up one of her friends. So it was us three. So I was just chilling in the back. I was like, yeah, let's go. We finna get some ice cream. Yeah,
sophomore year, hell yeah.
Yeah, so we literally went to go grab ice cream. We were chilling with her friend, and she was cool people too.
Yeah.
It was just straight vibes. We was listening to music and then just kind of getting to know each other.
Facts.
But it was vibes.
Yeah, honestly, I really haven't talked to her since probably then.
Like I said, you should hit her up.
I definitely should. We should. I mean, they're grown now. So.
We
all grown. So that'd be cool. So that was dope. What were we talking? Oh, we were talking about our fumbles.
Damn.
We fumbled.
I did indeed, in fact, fumble.
I think we both did. I think I didn't ever lie. Well, okay. I think homegirl got a boyfriend. Shorty from the Bronx.
Is she still with that?
She's not with anybody that I know of.
Because last time, I remember you showed me.
Remember I showed you?
Yeah.
And I was like, oh yeah, this her man type shit.
I was like.
And we were like.
My genuine reaction when you showed me, I was like, oh.
Respectfully,
but.
I mean, not respectfully anymore. That's not even her man.
I mean, don't matter.
Don't matter to me.
What is he going to do? Beat my ass?
Beat my ass. You're not from here, from the Bronx.
No, you're from here.
No, you're from here. So that was cool. And then.
It was straight vibes.
The trip after that was, man, when was that? Because that first one was before, I mean, it was like 8th grade or like 7th grade. No, it was 7th grade. No, 8th grade. It was 8th grade.
8th grade.
I was turning 13. Yeah, it was 8th grade. And then we didn't chill till recently, like 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Because you came here.
Yeah, because we had to deal with COVID.
Yeah, because we had the whole COVID thing.
So no one could travel.
No one drove. No one could
like
see each
2
other.
years.
So like probably like 2 years after 8th grade. So freshman, sophomore year, we didn't see each other. My freshman, sophomore year. And then junior year, your senior year is finally when you pulled up.
I think so.
That was around that time. That's when we met Miss Officer and Feathers.
How you doing if you're watching?
Hey again. Hey again. Hope you're all right. Hope you're all right. So that's when that happened.
Yeah, that's when it happened. That's when it happened.
So man, we have like just crazy. Oh, what trip was it when Grandpa was? Oh my god, bro! Like we used to do dumb shit at my grandma's house. Bro. At our grandma's house, dude. Like I remember this particular time we were in the backyard.
What did he say? Fuck, he's like,
oh, because we were like, it's
wait
dark.
a second,
it's dark. we were like, Grandpa, it's dark. And he goes and turns one of the lights on at like one of the house like in the back to like light up to light up the yard or whatever, and it wasn't turning on. And we're like,
wait a second.
We're like, Grandpa, ¿qué pasó? And he goes, wait a second. Dude.
Bro, I'm trying to find this video.
We have a video of it, bro. This is the funniest thing.
Bro, I kid you, we were laughing for like a cool
so
10
hard.
minutes.
But dude, there's like other videos where like I'm like cutting a cactus.
And then you feed it to the neighbor's dog.
Feed it to the neighbor's dog.
I think hold on.
Hell yeah.
Brilla mi luz más.
Brilla mi luz más?
Wait a second.
Oh, remember I thought he fell.
Oh, yeah.
I thought he fell or something.
Bro, my laughing this is horrible.
I thought he fell because it was like.
I thought he fell.
I for real thought he fell.
No, I'm running.
Is this where you cut
I'm going to cut the cactus.
We just start barking.
That's so funny, dude.
Should I just feed it to the dog?
You're wearing Crocs.
He got up.
He got up.
He got up. Wait, was it me feeding him or you?
He said he got up. You fed him. You're trying to blame it on me.
Oh, you
that's
just
funny. No, that's funny. I cut it. Brilla la luz. Wait a second.
Wait a second.
Dude,
that part
greatest
was
line by Grandpa ever, bro. Wait a second.
Wait a second.
Dude, that shit was so funny.
It was vibes.
Super fun. That was a good time.
That was the same time.
That
same week or those same couple days was when Hem was introduced.
Oh yes, it was. That's
when
very
Hem
true.
Was
that's
introduced.
when Hem was the concept of Hem started. Because again, if y'all remember in episode 2, 3, when did we talk about it? Do you remember episode 2? 3. That's when we were playing 2K and we were
Tukes.
him, and then grandma.
Guess him.
So we were saying ham, like bologna and shit. Like ham. Guess him.
It's like,
That's funny.
No, grandma, we just dunked.
Nah, grandma, we just dunking on people. That was funny. Yeah, that was a good time.
Yeah.
I think, so those are all great times for sure. Yeah. But I definitely think that I need more dad lore. Like, that's got to happen here pretty soon.
Like you fought a bear type shit?
No, like, yes. No, like, I think one... So for me, like, you know, like I'm really big into tattoos and all that. Tattoos are a really big part. Or like I like to express myself through tattoos and stuff like that. Therefore, I really like the idea because like, I remember when I grew up, I would look at my dad's tattoos and be like, "Oh wow, what do those mean? Dope. Like, what do those mean?" And this and that. And I really want, not saying all of them, but a lot of them to have some type of story behind them. So like, remember last time when I was talking about my tattoo story? Yeah, like that's a story in itself. That's dad lore. Type shit, right? Well, like, if you do some research about traditional tattoos, like American tattoos, traditional American tattoos, most of them were sailor tattoos. Yeah. So they were all things that like sailor tattoos were all like rank based or like once you accomplish things. So like the more you accomplish, the more tattoos you could have type shit. Basically so, like a prestige. Yeah. Basically like a prestige. So the one or like Maui. Remember how Maui in the movie was like, they just show up? Yeah. They just show up. They just show up. One that I really like or that I really liked is there's a fully rigged ship. Is what it's called. It's like just a big like pirate ship basically. Yeah. People put it on their back, people put it on their chest, stomach, you know, like everywhere. But basically the only time that you could get a fully rigged ship is if you sailed around Cape Horn. Cape Horn is at the bottom of Chile. It's it's a mountain at the bottom of Chile basically, but it's in the Antarctic waters. So it's freezing cold. There's always raining. The waves are crazy. So it's super dangerous to do it actually. So that's why you were able to get a tattoo like that. Yeah. So basically I don't know if I want to sell Cape Horn. I mean, I kind of do. It's good dad lore. I mean, exactly. It's like, I mean, I'm not saying I would say that by myself. I might say with people. Type shit, let's go. So like the stuff like that, like you know, once I do that, then I'll get my back like the tattoo of the fully rigged ship. Or, you know, like once I sail basically, because I've never sailed before, so I feel like once I sail, then I can get that type thing. There's a bunch of different meanings for a bunch of them. Like I mean, the chicken and the pig on the feet. That's a traditional tattoo. So you get a pig on one foot and a chicken on the other foot, and it's basically because like usually whenever ships or boats crash, or boats sink or whatever, those are the only two things that are alive because they're usually like in crates and stuff, or like they get to float on top of crates and stuff like that. So that's the only thing that they find sometimes. So it's like it was basically for good luck. It was like if you ever. It's basically like good luck. So if you ever crashed or anything, or like, it was like you would stay alive, or like you know, it's basically like a little token, you know, manifestation type thing. Superstitious. Because tattoos are interesting because it's kind of a blood sacrifice if you really think about it. It's kind of really ritualistic the way that tattoos work. Therefore, I kind of have really old school perspectives when it comes to like tattoos and stuff like that. And like any like body modifications or like working out, like I kind of have just like kind of old, even music, like just kind of old kind of perspectives on all that type of stuff. So we kind of talked about it. Like, we kind of feel like we're a little more mature, more older than we really like, or like our age portrays at least. So I feel like tattoos like should be done with an old machine. Like the old ones, like the ones that buzz, or like even the stick ones that stick and poke. Yeah, like the ones that like the traditional ones. I'm not really into like the new like quiet machines and stuff like that aren't like, you know. I mean, I don't know because I don't have a tattoo, like the mechanical power. And another thing that's been kind of a thing recently is people going under anesthesia to get big pieces done. I heard about that. So, like, I know that, like, for example, Max Crosby, if y'all know, he's a defensive end for the Raiders. His whole front piece that he has is...
Oh, my God. I'm so sorry.
That was crazy. So, basically, So people have been going anesthesia to do really big pieces. I know like Devin Haney did it.
Yep.
I know like Gervonta did it.
He did that?
He did it. I know that like CeeDee Lamb did it, a wide receiver for the Cowboys. Yep. Dak did it for his leg sleeve.
Yeah. I heard about that one.
You know, there's a bunch of different people. I'm not a big fan of it. I think it's honestly, I like no disrespect to anybody that does it or that's done it or is planning on do it. Yeah. But me personally, in my morals and all that, just I feel like you're a bitch. Like it's like you're going under for something that is purposely supposed to hurt. It's supposed to be a ritualistic. It's supposed to be a spiritual kind of connecting moment. It's supposed to be like meditate or like a therapeutic. Like there's a point to tattoos, in my opinion, and that's how I've been taught. Obviously, I mean, new school, everything. It's like keep growing. But me personally, I feel like with that thing, like because tattoos are super traditional. Yeah, they've always been traditional. You know the Pacific Islanders with their tattoos, the Mayans with their tattoos, the Aztecs with their tattoos, like the Egyptians with their tattoos. Yeah. They were all done like the stick and poke way type thing. And that hurts. You know, you sit there for hours and you're getting just you know what I'm saying? So obviously the machine was the evolution of that, but still it was like the whole numbing cream thing. Yeah. I'm not really a big fan of that either. I feel that you should feel it. Yeah. Well, here's what I'll say. I feel that once you've potentially got a spot that is like your 100% pain, like a big piece, and then maybe after that, once you've really proven yourself, then you can maybe go into the numbing cream kind of world. That's kind of my opinion about it. Yeah. So I feel like once you do like maybe like a big throat tattoo or a big like neck or a big side tattoo or your back or your chest or something that's like a really big, really like it takes time. It takes a lot of time and it hurts really bad. Yeah. Then maybe after that, I can maybe accept some numbing cream into that. But going under anesthesia to get your whole body blasted, multiple artists working on you at the same time, I'm not into that at all. It's not my thing. So I want all of my tattoos to have meaning, have emotion, have pain, have, everything behind them so that I can tell those stories to my kids in a beautiful way. You know what I'm saying? Like,
how does it hurt to get this tattoo?
Brother, fucking sucks, actually. It's the worst pain you've ever probably thought about. No, it's really not. Honestly, I mean... Well, here's another thing about pain. I've broken one bone and sprained a lot of bones. Spraining to me hurt worse than breaking.
Really?
100%.
Because I've sprained my ankle, but I've never broken a bone.
Think about it. When you sprain something, it's like you can't play on it. Right. Like for example, like...
I mean, you can't play on a broken foot either.
In my case, for example, I broke my hand. If you can see this finger like crooked as shit, right?
You got a crooked finger.
I got a crooked ass finger. Like you see how it like kind of veers off. Yeah. So I broke that playing football my junior year, and actually I broke it because I punched somebody in the helmet.
I remember.
Yeah, I'll tell you that story real quick. So basically, it was my last game of junior year, and this was probably the third quarter. Up until this point, the starting D lineman in front of me, he broke his hand. He was like, hey, man, he's telling coach, my hand hurts, this and that. So they got his hand checked out. They didn't let him play the rest of the game. So he put me in, and I played the rest of the game, right? Well, this happened. He broke his hand in the second quarter. In the third quarter, like right after we came out of halftime, this dude, man, like the guy that I played defensive line. So this offensive lineman that I was going against, a lot of hands to the face, a lot of really dirty stuff that he was doing. And it just kind of ticked me off. I was like, man, usually I can keep my cool pretty well, but this one in particular, I wasn't getting any calls. I was getting held a lot. Yeah. Like it was just like a really bad kind of thing, and I pretty much my emotions got the best of me at this point.
You just decked him.
So no, I lined up. Yeah. And I took off, and usually it's like it was a pass rush, so usually they swipe hands and you get inside or outside or whatever. Well, in this case, I just boom. Deck the kid, right? In his helmet, boom, get past him, and the dude throws a bar or whatever. But in the moment, I'm like, dang, like I'm good. A few plays later, I put my hand down, and it was like, oh, like I couldn't like put force on it, like put pressure on it. I was like, damn, that hurt. And usually what I would do, like if I jammed a finger or something and I needed to put my hand down, I would just put a fist down. Yeah. So I put a fist down, and that hurt even worse because it was this bone that was broken. Yeah. And I was like, oh, that hurt, like basically. So I was like, damn, I'm just gonna have to put my hand down like this basically, because I knew it was this finger that hurt. But I remember I had gloves on at this point. I had my gloves on, so I'm like, I'm lining up like this, and I'm not getting enough pop on this hand or anything anymore. So as soon as I got it, like after that drive, I was like walking back to the sideline, and I was moving my hand. I was like, bro, I think my shit's broken. I was telling my friend. I was telling you don't know him, but I was telling my homie. Yeah. I was like, man, I think my hand's broken. And he's like, bro, what? I'm like, don't say nothing, just chill. And he's like, cool. So he didn't say anything. Never said anything the whole game. I played the rest of the game, every single defensive snap with a broken hand.
Fire.
I had like 3+ tackles after that. Like it didn't even matter to me. Like I was in that different mindset back then. Remember I was talking about mindsets last episode? That was my different mindset.
The killer mindset.
The killer mindset. After the game happened, I go hug all my seniors because it was the last game of the season for them. So I hug all my seniors and everything, and I go over to the trainer. I'm like, hey, can you check my hand real quick? Or like I was like, is it too late for you to check my hand? And they're like, no. So I have my glove on. I take my glove off, and as soon as I take my glove off, my hand blows up. Like just gets fat. So basically, the glove was keeping my hand from swelling and allowing me to move my hands basically like without too much like
going on.
Man, but I could feel it. I was like, bro, it hurt. I couldn't take my pads off. I had to have somebody help me take my pads off, untie my shoes. Damn. Like everything, I had to like have somebody. And I called my parents as soon as I was done. I got on the phone, and they were happy because like usually I like every season somehow I ended up with a minor injury. Like for example, my freshman year, a high ankle sprain. Yeah. Sophomore year, the beginning of the season was a high ankle sprain. Yeah. My junior year, I broke my hand. The last game of school, or the last game of the season. So thankfully, I didn't really have anything else to do. Yeah. So I broke my right hand. And like I said, I called my parents. I was like, hey, what's up, guys? We're headed to the school or whatever. But hey, I just talked to the trainers, and they think I broke my hand, and I'm gonna need to get an X-ray like in the next 2 or 3 days. And they're like, what? And then, they're saying like, oh, okay, well, whatever. I got home, and they're like, hey, we can't really do nothing for you tonight. It's like 12 o'clock right now. Like, just chill, ice it. And I was like, cool, yeah, I'll figure it out, see how it feels. The next day I woke up, man, it was sore. I was trying to play video games. I couldn't even, play because my hand was, messed up, right? Like, I couldn't play or anything. It's like, damn. So I went through the whole weekend, no x-rays, no brace or anything. I was like, cool, whatever. So then I get to school on Monday, and they're like, hey, how does it feel? Did you get an x-ray? And I was like, I haven't gotten an x-ray. And they're like, well, you should probably go just to be safe. Yeah. And I was like, okay, cool. And they're like, also, you need a pad or like a splint or something. So actually what I did is on Sunday, I went to go try and find like a hand like brace or like a splint or something. But everything that I got hurt my hand because of the pressure. Like it was squeezing my hand, and my hand was kind of swollen. Yeah. And I didn't know where I'd broke it yet. All the way, so I didn't know it was right here.
You just knew that you had pain.
I just knew it was pain in this middle finger, basically. Okay. And what's funny is I saw my we're at like academy, and I saw my personal trainer there. Oh shit. Yeah, that I had at that point. What's up, man? Actually, I think I broke my hand. And he was like, oh, well, I have a doctor. You can go to this and that. He's not like a medical doctor, or he is a medical doctor, but he's not like mainstream. Yeah. Like he has his own practice. It's real low key, like. Badass. Shout out Dr. Porter. So we went, we met with them, and he was like, oh yeah, well, it looks like it feels like a little something. So go to this place. I got you a referral for an x-ray. You'll go get it, come back here, and we'll show you the x-ray basically. So we went, I took the x-ray, came back to the office, dude. It looked like this bone right here was like split in half. Not up and down, but it was actually, like cut in half like that. I remember the picture. You've seen it. It was like my finger, like again, was off to the side like that. Like the bone was. So I was like, oh shit. And he was like, yeah, just keep wearing that brace that I had. It was the school made me one because it was like I don't remember what happened. It was like something, but basically it was just like a pad with like a wrap around it. It just kept my hand like straight. So I couldn't write with this hand because I'm right-handed. I couldn't write. I couldn't eat very well. It was just kind of like I was just kind of immobile basically. And not only that, but it was off season for my senior year, and I was really excited about it because I was really gonna like
lock in,
man. So then I was like, all right, cool. So what I did, I came back to school and I was like, Coach, my hand's broken, this and that. And he's like, oh man, he's like, well, what do you want to do? I was like, well, I can just kind of work out like one half of my body, I guess, like just my left half. Because up until that point, I was unbalanced. Yeah. I really was. Like, my lifting, like freshman year, I remember like I was doing bench press and stuff, and this hand would come up before this one. Yeah. Or just things like that. Basically, the right side of my body.
You just got weaker.
But the right side of my body was just more developed than my left side because this is my dominant side, right? So it was also kind of a blessing because I broke this hand. I couldn't work out this side of my body. I could only work out this side. So therefore, I really evened up this side of my chest, this arm, and everything. So I now I'm even. I'm perfect even because once I took my thing off, obviously I was weaker on this side. But I worked my way back up, and now I'm way past where I was and everything when it comes to like lifting and things like that and my strength. But I evened up. So basically, it was kind of like a blessing, pretty much. So I get to talk about that with my kids, that I broke my hand. And another story that I get to talk about with my kids is my tattoo. Remember, I don't think I ever finished that tattoo story. Remember how I was saying that was my last game of senior year, and I got the tattoo on Monday?
You talked about it.
Did I talk about the whole rest of I didn't talk about it.
How you
the game and everything? The game and everything?
The game? No, you just went into detail. I
just went into detail about the tattoo,
you got
right?
Your tattoo, and then your uncle got tattooed, and your dad got tattooed. And
moving forward, more dad lore. So then I get to school on that Tuesday, or that Wednesday, I think. I don't remember which one day it was. I walk in the morning, and I'm like, dang. So up until that point, I kind of had some problems, not necessarily with coaches, but just I didn't have that desire anymore to play, and I play a really dangerous sport. I had got a concussion already that season, the season prior. So I was just kind of prior in the season, week 4, basically, I got a concussion, and I was like, man, I really was debating quitting. I wasn't going to finish out the season. Thankfully, I didn't do that. Finished out the season. But so I went and got the tattoo on Monday, which is on Halloween. So my tattoo's birthday's Halloween, which is cool. And then I got to school, I guess Tuesday or whatever, whenever it was. I don't remember exactly that Wednesday. I walk into my coach's office, and they're like, let me see it. Let me see
They already knew?
Everybody, let me see it. Yeah, because I told them, I was like, hey, coach, I'm not going to be there. I actually was surprised with the tattoo and this and that. And they knew I got tattooed or whatever. So they're like, yeah, whatever. They were kind of disappointed, basically, because what the fuck? You're going to
really? You're going to miss?
Really? You're going to miss the last game because of a tattoo? I'm like, yeah, actually I am. So basically, like I said, I was kind of in a little diva state. And really, I was going to be, when I got to school, I was preparing to be a bit of a diva. And be like, well, if you're upset about it, you can kick me off the team type shit. I was gonna stand up for myself, basically. Thankfully, that wasn't how it went. They were, pretty receptive, and they're like, oh man, it's a great tattoo, this and that. And they're like, my position coach tried to make me do more, and I went and talked to my head coach and was like, hey, this is kind of per request of my dad and my artist. He says I really shouldn't be hitting. I really shouldn't be doing it because I really fuck it up. And he was like, yeah, no, I get it. So basically I practiced that whole week, no pads, no contact. I just snapped extra points because I remember I was doing long snapping at that point. So extra points and long snaps, I was doing those still. Didn't wear any shoulder pads that whole week. Just had on, I might have wore shoulder pads the following day. But, I was just chilling, just kind of doing my thing. And coming to game day, we're playing the same people that I played when I broke my hand. Did I have a fucking timer? Oh, damn, I don't have a timer on. Damn, it's we're just gonna do
You were just yapping, bro.
I was just yapping. We're gonna do 10 minutes.
All right.
Anyways, so then we were chilling. So it was game day, and it's rainy that day. So they were already on my game day.
Oh, okay.
That Friday.
Yeah.
After I got my tattoo.
Yeah.
It was rainy that day. So there were already some rumors about maybe not playing.
Okay.
And my coach was like, that's not going to happen. So
He made sure you played?
Oh, no. He made sure we played, the whole team.
Everybody. Okay.
Everybody on that team. I'll explain. So it's raining. Yeah. And he's like, so what we're going to do is you're going to get out of class at regular time, 3 o'clock. You're going to come eat. And as soon as you're done eating, get all your shit and we're going to go. We're dipping. We're going to that school. Because if we were at the school, then they would delay us. They wouldn't cancel the game.
Right.
So we got to the school at before their school even was out.
Wow.
It was probably 4 o'clock. They get out 4:45. We were there. We were in that, but we were deep too. We were there. So, we go, we get dressed. We chill out for a little bit in the locker room for maybe an hour. if that. Kickoff's usually at 7.
Yeah.
So we chill for an hour. Then we go out, start doing some. Man, I was drippy that day too. I had like the quarterback, like kind of long sleeve compression shirt.
Yeah.
And then my school compression shirt on top of that with the pants and everything. Bro, I looked tough. It was a tough day. So that day I was just snapping. That's what we agreed on throughout the week. Because they're like, we can use you for extra points and for punts. And I was like, yes, absolutely. I'll snap extra points and I'll snap punts. Yeah. And they're like, cool. So gets to the day, I'm practicing on my snaps and everything. Looks nice. And then, mind you, this stadium that we're in is open. It's hella open. It's on the campus of the school that we're playing, and it's just fields around us. So you could see the whole sky, and it was gorgeous. Like, it was a beautiful place to play, right?
Yeah.
Well, we're practicing, and then we see the storm, like the cloud. It's coming. Like, we can see it. Like, it's like lightning, and like we're like, dang, that's gonna be crazy. Like, it was wild. So then we finish warm-ups and everything. We go back inside. We're about to get dressed to run out onto the field, not to play, but to warm up. And they're like, no, it's raining, it's lightning, you can't go out there. So we're like, okay. So, but what's cool about this school is they had an indoor facility with a field on it. Okay. So we basically packed all our stuff, got into that facility, and we started practicing. And they were practicing on, like the meshes for the basketball courts. Yeah. Basically the same thing. You could see through it. They were practicing on the other side. We were practicing on one side. So we had our backs to them, obviously. Like, we were, running through our stuff and everything. It was pretty dope. It was pretty fun. And then we ran through our stuff, and they're like, no, it's still raining. We have to delay it more. So we took our pads off. We sat down. We chilled. Like, we chilled out for maybe an hour and a half. Damn. Put our pads back on, warmed up again. And they were like, no, you still can't play. Not yet. Mind you, it's probably 8 or 9 o'clock at this point. Usually that's by almost the third, fourth quarter. 8 or 9 o'clock, right? So then we're like, dang. Well, I guess like we're just, we sat in our pads, kept running over plays, kept, doing whatever. Bro, we don't kick the ball off till probably 10:30, 11 almost. Damn. When the game is over, like usually when games are over. Yeah. Bro, we walk outside, it's still pouring a little bit. It's dark. All the parents are there. No one in our student section was there. There was nobody in our student section. But their student section was popping because it was their homecoming. Right. So it was they were popping, bro. Yeah. And I'm talking, it's literally 11, 12 o'clock at night. God, and they're popping, like pop in. I'm like, all right, cool, whatever. We play. Man, we smacked the shit out of them first quarter, or the first half. So up until halftime, we're up like 24-7 probably. We're like, cool, we're feeling good. Let's keep the momentum. Boom, we get into third quarter. They ended up getting up 26-21 probably is what we were. So they were up a touchdown. Yeah. So we're like, damn. We go fourth quarter, score a touchdown. We score another touchdown. We're up a touchdown, basically. So basically, we're up a touchdown. It's their possession. They have probably 5 minutes on the clock. We go all the way down the field. They go all the way down the field, and we stop them on the 2-yard line. On the 2-yard line.
Just right there.
Right there. Like, they could have tied the game. Yeah. 2-yard line, we stopped them. And there's 40 seconds left in the game. Everyone on the sidelines dabbing everybody, all the seniors. Man, bro, so happy to play with you, this and that. Yeah. They're about to snap the ball and kneel it for the game. Yeah. They snap the ball, and it flies over his head. And the other team recovers it in the end zone for a touchdown. Oh, wow. Therefore, the game is tied. Yeah. We had 30 seconds to go down and score and to win the game. Even a field goal didn't happen. Didn't happen. Going to overtime. No. Mind you, it's 1 o'clock in the morning at this point. 1 o'clock in the morning. We're like, what just happened? As seniors, we're like, that just happened? And they're like, yeah. So basically, it's
1 in the morning.
It's crazy. College rules overtime. Yeah. So it's the 20-yard in, from the 20-yard line in. So basically, they went first, the other team. Yeah. They score. We had the opportunity to score, to tie it up, to go into another overtime. We did not score.
So you lost?
We lost the game.
Damn.
1 o'clock in the morning. We lost the game.
1 o'clock?
Bro. Damn. Like, I don't think... It was crazy because I remember my position coach, we were talking maybe third quarter after we were up. I was like, man, coach, I wouldn't want to be nowhere else right now. Like, I was telling him just because I was, taking it in. Like, it's my last game. This is the last time I'm ever going to suit up. Yeah. It's the last time I'm ever going to be in an Austin High uniform. It's the last time I'm going to be, on the field and playing. Yeah. He's like, Man, just think about it. We're the only team right now. We're the only people right now playing football in America. Yeah. The only team playing. Mm-hmm. I'm like, bro, that's so sick. Like, it just motivated me. Yeah. And I remember that, and then even after that, it was a tough L. I know. I definitely cried. I definitely cried.
You lost at 1 a.m.
Yeah, I went and I hugged my head coach. And he was like, I hope you're not crying. I may be butchering this, but from what I remember, he says, I hope you're not crying because you're done with playing football. You better be crying because you have so much more to live for. Basically is what he's saying. So you have so much more to do in life, basically. And then later my dad tells me that my head coach told my dad that football was never it for me. Like, it never was the only thing. Like, I have so much more, basically. Yeah. For my head coach, for him to say that and never say that to me, like, that's fucking crazy. Like, I was like...
Because they know.
And I haven't talked to him since then.
Wow. That's kind of a no. I'm not going to.
I agree.
That's kind of a no. I'm not going to.
I agree. Dude, I love my head coach so much. Shout out Coach Riley. That's like my dude. I miss him.
Shout out.
I miss him.
That's crazy.
Yeah, no, that was a good time though. That was fun. Do you have anything like that? Like that was my crazy dad lore. That's what I kind of have maybe up until now.
That is like your main dad lore story then?
Probably those, and then maybe like some Dallas trips that I just chilled. But
I got I guess like a dad lore type of story, but in terms of basketball, right? It was a basketball game. Right. So this was back when I played AAU, and we got put into a tournament. I'm pretty sure that tournament was like pretty last minute, to be honest. So we were just kind of like, do you guys want to be in it or not? So we were like, yeah, fuck it. Like, let's get in it. So I want to say like the first couple games were kind of just easy. We just flew by the competition. It was blowing them out by like 30. Dang. To be honest. Yeah. And I think each game I was dropping around 10 plus points. 10 plus points. So, some light. Some light, some slight. And I think by like the third game from that one day, right? So mind you, we played like 3 games one day. And because it was like back to back. Right.
Back to back days, but you're playing about 3 games a game. Yeah. For 3 games a day.
Yeah, because by the time we finished with our second game, it was like, I think we had like an hour to wait to see who's going to qualify for the next round against us. And so we waited for like an hour, and then we were like, all right, you guys are good to go. You guys can, warm up and this and that. So it's like, all right, cool. We look across, like we're walking, I guess, into like the little tunnel or whatever. Not really, but it's like a tunnel. And so we start walking by, and then we see our competition, and they're all just eyeing us down, bro. Just fucking. Like, are they gonna kill it? Not on some like wrist.
Yeah.
It's like, nah. They was like looking at us to like, who the fuck are these?
The fuck are you, brother?
Right. And mind you, that whole team was like just a bunch of Native American kids that can hoop.
No way. Long hair.
Long haired. Yep. Yeah.
That's cool.
Literally. That's cool. And they were ready to like hunt us. We were basically like the deer.
They were y'all's prey, bro. Yeah. Damn. They were looking at you like straight natives, bro.
Yeah.
Fuck, that's pretty scary. I don't think I've ever had that.
It's pretty fucking scary. No, because it struck me because I was like, whoa, this is intense. He's like, because I fear nobody if I'm on the basketball court. Like, I don't give a fuck who you are. Right. Like, I'm going to ball out regardless.
Yeah.
But when I saw the way they looked at us, I was like, oh, shit.
It was low-key like a haka.
Yeah.
Like, it was that type of, like, thing.
Dude, I kind of stayed there. I was like.
You're like, oh, shit.
Oh, shit.
Like in, remember the Karate Kid? In the new one that was Jaden Smith? Where he does the whole.
Oh, yeah, the little hypnotized shit.
And he's like.
Yeah. Basically like that, but they were just looking from a further distance.
Right.
And I was just like, okay. So I kind of like shrugged it off, and I was like, all right, whatever. Game mode. So I'm over there, warming up and stuff. And then coach is like, all right, these guys are like the shit right now. They are just like us. They haven't lost a single game. Right. So try to outperform them, like get into that mental mindset.
Game,
that basically. Like you got to be a dog today. Mind you, our team name was the Dogs.
Really?
Yeah, we were dogs.
That's cool.
So coach would always throw that in. It's like, be the dogs. Like, be the dogs, represent our fucking team, because that's what we're called.
Yeah.
Don't look like some fucking little ass dog trying to bark, bite your ankle.
Type shit, yeah. It's true.
So, I was like, all right, cool. So, I think that first game against them, we ended up winning. And I would, again, mind you, the other 2 teams that we went against, we blew them out by like 20, 30 points. This team, we barely won.
Y'all still won, though.
We still won, but it was a lot less than with the other teams. So it's like, all right, cool. next, I guess, a couple days later, you know, we're still in that tournament. Again, we wash every other team, and then we have to go against them again because they're doing the exact same thing.
Really?
So we are on par.
This is another tournament or the same tournament?
It's the same tournament. It's just like because we continue,
the next level type.
Because already we did eliminations. We eliminated the teams that are gonna go to the losers bracket. We're on the winning bracket.
Got you.
So think about it as like we're the West team and they're the East team.
I got you.
Right? So it's like East versus West type beat. So they're doing everything that we are doing. We're just washing everybody out. You know, we're undefeated at this point. We are 6-0, and their only loss is against us.
Got you. So they're 5-1.
Yeah, they're 5-1. So then again, it's us two again, and we ended up taking that loss.
Ah man.
So now
5-1.
Yeah. So we're 6-1. They're 6-1. So now, the score's even.
6-1, yeah.
Yeah. So then again, so that day or the week, whatever, wasn't too exciting. It was just that game, whatever. So we played like shit, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
I only had like 7 points maybe, but the rest was just like layups, layups, rebounds, steals, blocks. And then finally it's like, it's like the final four at this point. So, all right, cool. We go against one team and they go against one team. Both of us end up coming up top. And it's the championship game.
The third time.
So it's the last. It's whoever wins takes it all.
Takes it all.
When I tell you, bro, it felt like I was a part of an NBA game or a college game. It was crazy.
Was it pretty hype in there?
Yeah,
like
it was hype.
The atmosphere was pretty crazy.
Yeah. So mind you, so we were the first team to play, right? So we started off early, and we had to wait like a long ass time for the other team. So mind you, we blew that other team out the water again. Like we were just like, whatever, we're just running through the competition except for this one team.
Right, yeah.
They are only issue.
These guys are dogs.
Right. So we're waiting and whatnot. So obviously the teams that already lost, or even just like past teams, right, would come into that last final section to see who makes it last.
Facts.
So then that other team, they won. So they're excited, but they thought that we would have already lost or something. Like their coach was talking mad shit, and they go to the bracket. We're literally looking at them, looking at the bracket, and they go, "Oh my god!" So then it's us against them again.
Yeah.
So at this point, we got like 7 different teams that were in that facility watching us.
Right.
So we already had a big crowd, and then it's obviously like the parents, our parents, the opponent's team's parents, and whatnot. And then I feel like I played 10 times better because my personal trainer was there. So I had to turn up.
Show out.
So I was like, and mind you, like when I play games, like I ignore everybody except my coaches, my players, and my parents.
Right.
It's weird because my mom, big ups to you, mom. She was like my secondary eyes on the court. So if I say like I'm dribbling the ball up the court, mom would be like, "There's someone behind you." So I was just okay, boom.
Oh, that's tough.
Put a move.
W moms.
Yeah, so she was my lookout.
Right.
So my mom, as I was in warm-ups, my mom yelled. She was like, "Kale." And so I turn around and I just see Coach Haynes. And I was like, "Oh, fuck."
He's like, "Oh,
fuck." Pressure's on now.
Yeah,
Because I got to turn up.
Yeah.
I'm not finna look here like a little bitch.
Yeah, right.
You know? So I was like, all right, cool. I was kind of shaky because I was like, fuck. I mean, these dudes have been giving us a death stare since day one. And now I got the person who got me to this level. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I was like, all right, cool. Like, I just got to turn up. I got
to tee up, yeah.
Got to mentally prepare myself.
Yeah.
So tip off starts. I didn't jump that game. No, so it was somebody else. I think we won the tip. And at that point, you know, it's just kind of an even game. We get a bucket, they get a bucket, we get a bucket, they get a bucket. And I think for me, the way that game started off was more defensive wise. So I was just blocking everybody. I was grabbing every rebound. I was basically looking like Dennis Rodman or whoever, you know?
Type shit.
So I was just like grabbing boards, and I was getting disrespectful with them because, mind you, the other times that we played against them, they've just been talking shit to us, like on the court, calling us the N-word, and they're Native American. So we were like, yo, like
that's crazy. Yeah.
And then we tried, like, we was try to tell him like, yo, ref, like pay attention to what the hell he's saying. Like,
right. That's crazy.
Like,
that's
it's
crazy,
worthy, bro.
Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah.
And the refs didn't give a fuck. So we were like, all right, bet. Like,
cool, bet.
It gives me the go ahead to just talk my shit.
Yeah, right.
So I blocked one of their best players, right? And he was averaging 20 points a game like that whole tournament.
What?
So he was popping off.
The whole tourney was popping off. Yeah.
But luckily I was too.
Yeah.
So he went up for a layup. I swat the fuck out of that shit. Like you can hear just
off the
you know
ball,
what I mean?
yeah.
And he fell to the floor and I was like, the fuck out, little. You know, I was just talking my shit, like, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
And then he again gives me the death stare. And he tries to go for another bucket. So I was like, he's like, all right, guard me this next possession. I was like, I got you.
Don't trip.
I was like, yo, switch. I was trying to call for the switch. And then boom, I'm at the top guarding him. Didn't do shit. He tried to like a little step back three. Got that shit blocked. I got it. Went up, got a layup.
Let's go.
I was like, so it was intense. You know,
Yeah,
he was like my main rival at that point. Because me and him were just going back and forth that whole time. And honestly, it was a good matchup because he got a bunch of fucking points and I did too.
Yeah, right.
I think that game was my career high in points ever.
Really?
So I ended up that game with 30.
What the hell?
36, 37. 37.
In an AAU game. In a tourney, finals.
Yep. And I think he had like 28 on me.
Type shit.
Which, I mean, fuck. I should have cut it down, but I mean,
hey, man, it is what it is.
Game is game.
Hey, game is game, bottom line.
Yeah, so it was getting intense. Like I could just hear people fucking cheering. It's like flashing lights, literally. I was like, yo, this is crazy.
This is wild, yeah.
And mind you, this is like the latest game, so it's already probably like 11, 12 at this point. So it was a late game.
Yeah.
And so by this time, I'm just like, the second half of the game, I was popping off. I was already on my offset mindset, you know? So I already did all my defensive shit. At this point, I got like 10 plus blocks, 10 plus rebounds at this point. Like I hit a triple double.
Right.
On top of like the 37 points that I had. And there's this one play, oh my God, that it does something to me.
I know. 100%. I have plays like that too.
So it's that same dude that I was guarding. He blew past me, right? And he got a good move off. And then he went up for a layup, but he ended up, it was low-key a foul. Ref didn't call it, so we were like, all right, bet. Teammate got the rebound. I start sprinting to the corner, and I'm just wide open, like, because there's someone else running towards the basket, so it can go either way. You either hit the dude the basket or the corner.
Right.
So it's a good opportunity to either way get a bucket.
Right.
So the dude who was running towards the paint, one of the defenders caught up to him somehow. So it was like, fuck, I'm the only option.
He said,
so literally
he caught up to him.
So he fucking swung, the dude who was dribbling, he swung it to me in the corner.
Yeah.
As soon as I catch it, like I'm still looking, right? And I see one of the defenders coming at me full speed. And I saw it in slow motion, bro. I literally just caught it. Boom, I released it. He fouls me hard as shit. Like you can hear the slap. And we all just fall to the floor. And I'm still looking at the ball as I'm on the floor. Coop and one.
No
Everyone
way.
just goes hype. And I look over to the stands, and my personal trainer is like going crazy. I was like, oh my God.
You're like, I made him proud. Let's go.
I made him proud.
Let's go.
This is crazy.
Bro, that was like that one Kawhi bucket in that corner.
Against the 76ers during the
that
playoffs.
exact
Literally.
one.
He shot the shot. We
on
were
the
just
ground.
Looking. I was just looking. I was like, am I going to make this? Am I going to make
And
this?
he swears.
Just boom. And ref blows his whistle and one. And I was like, let's fucking go. Like, I'm yelling. And I'm looking at the door. I was like, get the fuck out of my way. That's some dirty talk shit.
Let's go.
So my teammates pick me up, whatever. I hit my free throw. Cool. And at that point, it was...
Nah, dude, that's... Sorry, pause.
No, you're good.
That's fucking hype, dog.
That's hype.
So hype. I'm over here sweating, bro. I'm like, damn.
I'm saying.
No, because I feel you, because I have that same, like, competitive, like... Dude, if I did what you did, bro, man...
Dude,
I might have swung. Like, I don't know.
No, there was a couple of times where during that
I would be disrespectful.
No, because we were getting disrespectful. But there was moments and times in that game where we would just like fuck the ball. Like, what's up? Like, square up.
What's the word? Yeah.
So it was a couple commotions. So refs would like have to stop and go like, hey yo, chill out.
Yeah.
And I think it was twice that the refs called their timeouts, right? So it's like ref timeout, like fucking chill out, go to your bench.
Yeah.
It was too much.
Facts.
And so mind you, it's fourth quarter, game is tied. So there's like 5 minutes left of the fourth quarter. So it's an intense ass game. Like we want to get a lead up. But it's just back and forth. Yeah. So it's like I get a bucket, he gets a bucket, he got a bucket, he got the other bucket. And I want to say 2 minutes, once it's like 2 minutes left into that fourth quarter, that's when like shit got up. Like
got bumping.
Yeah. That's when I started like hitting crazy threes. Like people could just not guard me.
Right.
That's probably why I got my 37.
That's where I got the 37.
I could have gone for 40. I could have gone for 40.
Bro, one more three, that's a 40 ball. That's crazy.
But
coming with the sign.
Yeah, literally. So that whole game, like I said, it was just a bunch of shit talking. So one of my homies was hitting free throws. He got fouled at the 3-point line, but he didn't make it. He just got fouled. He had to make 3 free throws. So the way we were positioned was obviously like the 2 big men.
2 big men, yep.
Even though I was technically a big man, but it was 2 big men that were down underneath.
Yep.
Obviously the dude shooting. There was one dude directly in half court, and I was at the very back. So I was like pretty much underneath the basket.
Under basket. Yeah.
Just in case, you know?
Yeah.
And there's this dude that followed me like the whole way. Like I'm just like walking around, whatever. And he's following me. He's like, you're not going to do shit. Like he's trying to get in my head. He's like, you're not going to do shit. You ain't shit. Like,
you want to try it? You want to bet?
I was like, I literally pointed to him. And I was like, are you serious?
Yeah.
Like I have 30 right now.
Like, hey, bro, I have 30.
I have 30 right now. Yeah. Like I'm still going to get more buckets. We
40? No.
Like, bro. So he's just like talking shit. And then he's like, you can't guard me. I was like, dude, have you seen how I just put your best player on the... He's currently sitting on the bench right now because he can't do shit right now. Yeah. Like he is on his ass right now.
Yeah, chilling.
Like what makes you think I can't guard you?
Yeah.
And then so I was like, all right, bring up the ball. You ain't doing shit. I told him. He brings it up. I get a quick steal. I'm like, this dude is such an idiot. You're like a trash. So I get my bucket. I got 32. I feel like that whole sequence, it was just me scoring. Because, again, I got a rebound. I dribbled it up all the way. Got an N1. I was like, yo.
Like, I am scoring.
Here. I got 34. Hit my free throw 35.
This motherfucker was Kobe, bro.
Literally.
Swear.
And then the next possession, I get a block. Oh, my God. This was a nice-ass play. Sorry, that was my foot.
Nah, I heard it.
Nice-ass play. So I got a block. Teammate got it. He was running down the court, right? He went up for the layup. And I think the dude like tipped it off the glass. Like he hit it off the glass. So I'm still running. Like these dudes are all ahead of me. So I still got to run back. As I run back, I see the ball perfectly set up for it. It's like an alley-oop, bro. I just see it perfectly. So I'm like, oh, I'm trying to put this in, bro.
You did not dunk, bro.
I didn't dunk it.
Okay.
But it was still a pretty crazy play.
Yeah.
So I went up. I just jumped as high as I could. I got it. I was about to
bam on.
But dude elbowed me in the stomach. So I just like kind of throw it almost like I lay it up. It was like a putback layup.
Yeah.
But I got hit in the stomach. So I got fouled and 1 putback.
I was
like, oh my God. So I got 36 at this point. So I got fouled. I'm like at the lineup, but he hit me fucking hard, so I'm a little winded. So I was like,
yeah.
I was like, I got it. Give me the ball. I'm gonna shoot. So whatever, do my routine. Coop 37. And at that point, I think we're up by 4.
Type shit.
We're up by 4 already because I was just hooping, and I got the game-winning block. Well, because I didn't want them to go to overtime.
Right.
We didn't want to go to overtime. We just wanted to win and get it over with.
Get it be done, yeah.
Yeah, to like give them, basically tell them a big fuck you, you know what I mean? So, one of my homies, he missed a shot. And as soon as they got the rebound, bro, they immediately got like a speed boost and just ran to the other side of the court. Like we were falling behind. We were like, what the fuck?
Yeah, they were fast.
So I'm running as hard as I can, as fast as I can. I catch up to the dude and I barely tip it because he was going to go for the layup. I barely tip it. And then they got the rebound again. So I was like, fuck, dude. Like, I just want to get this over with. So it's like seconds already left. They kick it out again. They're like trying to set up the last play. Boom. They do their little sequence. I don't remember exactly how they did it, but I know I got hit with a pick and my guy was going to shoot. And mind you, it's the dude that's been scoring like all game, crazy game. So yes, he was my rival. I got hit with a screen. So he's running towards the corner. And mind you, the ball is like on the opposite side of the court, but he's open enough to where they can make that skip pass. So I'm worried that I'm not gonna make it on time to contest it or block it. But I just see the ball just fly like above me, and I'm like, fuck. So I'm still trying to get through the screen. I make it on time. I just jump as high as I could, as far as I can. Boom, block.
No
and that's
way.
the end of the game. And we just go crazy. And everyone's just going crazy.
Yeah.
And the disappointment in their faces just lit my fire even more because I was like, yeah, fuck y'all. Like, we've been talking shit this whole tournament.
Yeah.
Like, just fuck y'all. Get out of here.
That's tough, bro.
And even after the game, like, game's already over. Like, they're about to give us our trophy. Like, they're still talking shit.
Still talking shit.
I'm like, yo, go home.
Yeah, like, why y'all still
They're like, go
man?
home. Like, pack your shit. Like, there's nothing for you to still beat that. There's no reason for you to still be here.
Yeah.
And we were just like, you know what, fuck it. Like, stay so you can watch us get our trophies.
Yeah.
So they were just talking shit. They stayed, and then we just lifted it up, and we literally turn and look at them, just go, like, fuck you, we won.
Yeah.
And they just, like, fucking got pissed off, and that's when they left. And at that point, like, a bunch of emotions were just kind of, like, running through my house. Like, fuck, like, I want to cry, but at the same time, like, I'm still fucking mad because of these dudes.
Yeah.
And then in my head, I'm still thinking, I'm like, I had 37. That's like the highest I've ever scored ever.
Right, yeah.
And so I just go, like, I go to my mom, fucking, like, hugging them and this and that. And they're like, oh my God, I thought I just watched an NBA game. And I was like, oh my God. Like,
you're like, don't say that's high.
Lit, right?
Hell yeah.
And then I go up to my trainer and he's like, he doesn't say nothing. He just dabbed me up. And I was like, we both just start getting lit.
That's
and
tough.
It was like a good little moment. And then just holding the trophy and getting to see, I'm like, yo, this is fire.
Yeah, that's tough.
Like, because oh my God, it was like one of the best
chills. Like,
basketball moments for me, for sure. That's like number one for sure.
Yeah.
And then, but besides that, I would probably say like when I low-key interrupted the senior game in my junior year.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, we talked about that in episode 2.
I'm so sorry for you guys that you guys had to go through
all the
that.
Seniors.
I was hot and y'all kept feeding me, but I love y'all.
I love you.
Yeah, for sure those two. But that game was like none other.
Right.
For sure.
I
Like,
definitely have one that's similar than that. And it's actually funny because it was my water polo.
For water polo. Yeah.
I think I talked about it a little bit, our kind of rivals that we had for region.
Yeah.
This is my junior year, right? Mind you, this is my first year ever playing water polo.
Yep.
So the first game of the season was actually against these people, against this team, right?
Yeah.
And they absolutely dogged us because they had in water polo there's 5 people out and 1 in the middle. 7 people playing at all times. There's a goalie, 5 people out, and 1 person in the middle. So let's say we'll say it like this: like, here's the goal.
Okay.
Here's the person in front of the goal.
Yeah, the goal.
And then there's 5 people around the arc.
Okay.
Wait,
so then what's the dude in the middle for?
This one right here.
Oh,
he's like center.
I thought you said there was a dude at the goal.
So there's a goalie. There's a goalie.
That's the goalie right
This
there.
is the goalie. There's 1 person here who's the center, basically. He's basically the center.
I thought you meant like literally center of like the whole pool.
No. He's like basically a center in basketball. I'm talking basketball position. He's just center now.
Okay. He's a center.
And then you have all 5 of your rest of your players on the outside.
Oh, okay.
So their set player, which is what their center, we call them set players.
Okay.
So their team set player he's a big boy. He's like really good. Like he was like, I'm talking like he would catch the ball and he would shoot it backwards, like into the goal. Like just, and we would whip it backwards into the goal type shit. Like he was like a dog.
Damn.
Like, that's a thing, you know?
Yeah.
We had somebody on our team that would do that too. His name was Kelly. I talked about Kelly.
Oh yeah. Shout out Kelly.
Shout out Kelly, bro. He would swim. He would swim past the goal and pick up the ball and throw it backwards.
That's
crazy. It was
crazy.
crazy, bro. He's actually a dog. Love Kelly.
I would be so down to watch a water polo game just to see how it is.
You have to. It's so fun.
Yeah.
Okay, anyway, so then I remember I'll have to show you the Instagram. I've never showed you the Instagram. I have clips on there, bro.
Oh, do you?
I got straight clips on there, bro.
Yeah, you gonna have to show me.
So then mind you, this is the first game of the season. They beat the shit out of us. We didn't have one of our best players, which is Grayson. Shout out Grayson. We didn't have our best player. He was actually in California playing for the junior water polo team. So
he was cooking either way.
He was cooking either way. So I had never met him up until this point either.
Oh,
actually.
damn.
So the next game or the next practice is when I first met him.
Okay.
He was awesome dude, really good dude. The Michael Jordan of water polo, in my opinion.
Michael Jordan of water
polo. So we play this team and then they beat shit out of us. We play them again during season, and we'd already kind of like it was already kind of a bad blood type thing because they were a real shit talky team, even in the pool. And you're even really not supposed to talk shit because it's really a gentleman's sport. Like you can really get ejected for talking, for saying like a curse word even. Like even if you like scored and you were like, let's go. Like sometimes they'll warn you. They'll be like, hey, chill out.
So you can't express emotions?
You really can't yell. You really can't be like.
I would suck at water polo then because I'm super expressive.
Me too. They didn't care about me because I was like the outcast kind of. They're like, man, he don't fucking know water polo rules.
He's the football player.
And I wouldn't say anything crazy. I'd just be like, what a goal, or like just that a goal, Grayson, or whoever, just from around the pole type shit. Yeah. But so they were kind of chippy. They were kind of really chippy under the water. Like they would grab a lot. There was a lot of scratching. There was a lot of like some like just bullshit, like slaps, stuff you're not supposed to do. This is the team that drowned my teammate. Damn. Yeah, and this was in the finals though. Oh, okay. So that's why. So then in the second game again they beat us, but barely by like a little bit. We were really disappointed about that one. We're like, man, it sucked. That was during a tournament. Actually, it was during a tournament. So then, we go throughout the rest of the season. We literally don't lose to anybody else except for this team. We've lost to them twice at this point. Yeah. So we're probably,
like I said, they were your rivals.
Yeah, probably like 14-2. Yeah. Probably is how the season was up until the regional game. Yeah. So we go and we're I think in third place, or like we're basically fighting for second and first place. So they were first in the region. We were second. Okay. Because they beat us, they were undefeated. They beat us, and we beat everybody else. So we're second. Okay. So we played the fourth team. Yeah. They played the third team. We beat the shit out of the fourth team. They beat the shit out of the third team. So it's 1 against 2 basically. But this one is like who wins the region. Right. Somehow, some way. I think they lost to maybe somebody else. They maybe lost to somebody else, and this was determining the region. Like if we beat them, we get the region basically. So, and then this was the game before that we played in the second game. That's when the whole flip off thing happened with the bench and everything. Remember I was telling about that how the mom came through and flipping everybody off. Yeah. Was that game? You know what? It was the same weekend.
Was that same weekend?
I forgot because it was the tournament weekend. So we played the last game. Like our last game of the season was against them, and then the regional championship was against them. I believe I could be maybe wrong about that, but I feel like that's how it went. So all I know is that the next game we're pretty hype about it. Like the last game finals, like we're trying to take the region. Yeah. This is maybe the second time we'd ever do it at that point. Okay. So we're like, bro, like let's do it. I'm hyping them up. Like if I was playing, like so that team dad basically, he was like, hey, your football player, hype him up type shit. Like get him right. I was like, I got you. So get everybody right. I'm like, come on, let's go. Like stop playing. Like we gotta beat them up. Like just football shit. And they're like over there, standing over there, and I'm yelling at my, like, bro, let's go, bro. We can't be playing with these kids. Like crazy shit, right? And they're like looking at us like, because they're not. Like, you don't hype people up in water polo and shit. Anyways, we get in the pool.
That's got to be illegal.
Yeah. Anyways, we get in the pool, and it's chippy from the get, bro. I'm talking grabbing. I'm talking holding. I'm talking, like, drowning and pushing and, like, any, like, crazy stuff. Yeah. You know what happened to me? Whatever. I remember one time I was I'm playing defense. Yep. By the way, I was defensive specimen. Like, no, I literally... Whatever that means. Literally only 4 goals, or maybe even 3 goals on me my whole water polo career. People only scored 3 times when I was guarding.
So you were locked down.
I was locked down. It was, you know what I'm saying? God. So at this time, I'm playing my lockdown. Like I already know I'm already into the swimming and I know, what I'm doing. I can control my body and everything.
Yeah. You know what you're doing now.
Yeah. And this kid backs up to me and he puts his head on my face. Like he puts his the back of his head, like he's swimming backwards into my face.
Okay.
Like he was like trying to like swim on top of me, like he was trying to go over me. Yeah. But with his head, using his head like pushing me back type thing. Yeah. So he's pushing me in my face, and I'm holding it. I'm like, bro, what the hell? So I turn my head, and he's still pushing. So I pushed him off, and then that was that thing. We got a turnover and we score. I think. Next possession, he does the same thing. He comes back and he's trying to swim over me like that. Yeah. So, bro, I grab him by his face. And I just dunk him in the water. And I just held him there for a second. And then I let him back up. And then I was on top of him. I was like, what's up? Like, let's get it. Come on. Yeah. He never did it again after that. Wow. I headbutted him, I think, once. Boom. Like, while he was, like, coming in. Like, before he came and put his head, I headbutted him. Yeah. And then I think I elbowed him at one point, too. Because I think at one point he was guarding me. And I, like, was swimming over, and I like put the elbow into like his like here.
Yeah.
Boom, and I like got on top of him. Type shit. It was, man, I was a dog. I was a dog. I love playing water polo. So, anyways,
you were the Draymond Green.
I was the Draymond Green of not even, because they were worse. Like they would do crazy shit. Like they would like grab you by your ankle and like pull you back, and then they would like speed up in front of you, or like they grabbed me by my hair one time because I had long hair. So like they grabbed me by my hair while we were swimming. Like he just grabbed like a big clump of hair basically. So then that one I like stiff armed him also. Like it was crazy. Just shit like crazy. That. I remember one of the first games I got a foul called on me because basically when you have the ball to basically create separation, you go from underneath the water and you push at their hip. Yeah. So you separate, you kick back and you push them at their hip so you can get up out of the water, right? Yeah. Well, I didn't know that at this point. I didn't know that you couldn't push. Pushing isn't a thing. Like you can't push technically in the rules, but obviously if you can't see it underwater, whatever. That's the thing. It's like you do it underwater so the refs can't see.
Right.
So this is like one of my first games. I fucking stiff armed him in the chest, just pop, like you could hear the slap. And then my dad was like, "Oh!" And then the refs called like a turnover, because you're not supposed to do that. So I was like, "Oh, okay, I guess." And there was a big ass red handprint, and I saw it because it was like a timeout right after that. And I was listening, and the kid's like, "Do you see? Look!" Like he's telling like his coach, like, "Look!" It's a big ass handprint,
fat ass handprint,
like just like that. I'm like, "Damn, my bad, bro."
You should have been like, "You want me to sign it?"
You want me to sign it? No, I remember. So then, we're going to the game. It's really intense. It's like back to back. Like literally, like we get a goal, they get 2 goals, we get 2 goals, and they get a goal. It's crazy shit, right? So then, my homie almost gets drowned. Right. That's when that happens, and that's when we all teed up. We're like, "Oh, bro, we can't be playing that." So then,
you almost killed my teammate.
So then, after that, they almost like didn't score. They almost didn't score. This is probably like the 3rd period. It's 4 periods. It's probably the 3rd period. Yeah. We're like, "Nah, it's." So then, we lock them down, and then it gets to like coming maybe 4th quarter, and we're tied at this point. Yeah. And then that's when we just took off, bro. I'm talking defense with straps, and I remember one play, like I got a steal, and I see my homie just swimming down the thing, and I'm like, "Yep, boom, throw it by, hit him perfectly." I was like, "Bro, that was sick, bro." Like it was a bunch of crazy stuff like that, and then everybody noticed because I hadn't scored against them. Like I'd never scored against them. Like I never put a ball in the goal against that team. Yeah. I'd scored throughout the season, but that team in particular, I'd never scored. So they would leave me open. And I was low key a shooter. I was low key a scooter too. They knew me for being a scooter because like in the region they knew that I threw hard. Yeah. And I would aim at people's faces on purpose. I did. I remember
trying to take them out.
You would take like free kicks sometimes for like it would be like a free kick technically, but it's a throw. Yeah. Like in soccer. Yeah. So you sit in the front of the goal. And then they blow the whistle and you throw the ball, right? Yeah. Well, every time that I would do it, I would aim at the goalie's face and I would rip it as hard as I could. Bro, it happened 3 or 4 times, bloody noses, like crazy. Like I would whip the ball and they would never block my ball after that. Oh. Because I would rip it and they would get scared of it. Oh, shit. Like they would let it go past. It was tactics, bro. I was fucking him. Hey, bro. Anyways. So they would leave me open. Yeah. And this was towards the end of the game. Mm-hmm. And I was like, we were maybe up by 2. Okay. And they were like, it was probably like maybe a minute or 2 left. If anybody scored again, game was pretty much over. They'd throw me the ball. Boom, bro, I have the sickest picture. I threw the ball, it bounced off the water into the top of the net, into the corner. Oh, shit. And I have a picture where I'm swimming backwards away from the goalie, and I'm looking at him, and the goalie's like...
stare down?
Yeah, bro, and the ball's in the goal, bro. It is so... I'm swimming away from him, bro. It is sick, bro. I have the picture. It's the sickest picture. So then, boom, we win the game, right? Yeah. We get out, or like we're in the water still. Everybody in the water, let's go! We're like splashing, bro, splash. Like everybody, like I swim up to the goalie. I'm like, "Bro, I love you, bro." Like, that's my big dude, bro. I love him. So like I hug him. I'm like, "Bro, man, this is awesome." Like this is that. This is my first time ever winning a really important game, actually. Yeah. Because really, in everything else that I played, I didn't really ever get like a really important opportunity, basically. But this one was like I sealed the game basically, and like they were like, "Bro, thank you so much for calling, bro. Like you mean so much to us, like to the team." I felt like so much like love and everything. It was really cool. The emotions, yeah, it's super dope. So we get out, we get the plaque. We're holding the plaque. We're like, "Let's go!" And we're like, plaque. I have a picture again where we're like Maroons. I'm fucking ripped, bro, because I was like water polo shaped. Dude, it was crazy. And then after that, Grayson walks up to me and says, hey, our coach was a girl. She's a college water polo. She was a college water polo player. She played for the Longhorns. Her name was Sydney. Shout out Sydney.
Shout out Sydney.
Love you, Sydney. You're awesome. We were like, hey, let's push her in the pool. They're like, damn. So we kind of like snuck up, and then we shoved her in the pool. Oh, and then she's in the pool. We're all standing around. They're like, yeah, let's go. She's like, yeah. And she's like, y'all are gonna get in with me. And I'm like, let's go. Yeah. So I jump in, dude. I literally dive head first, just like that, into the water. And I'm like, let's go. Everybody else jumps in after me. We're all splat. It was a really cool moment. It was pretty dope. Hell yeah. So that was my best sporting moment ever. And then everybody like on their team, like we were in the locker room, same locker room. We were changing with them, and they're like, good game, man. Like, they're good game. And they were good sportsmen about it. But yeah. And then after that, we beat them every time. So
fire. Let's go.
That was my story. Therefore, that'll be the end of the podcast. We're at about an hour and 18 minutes over here on recording. It won't be that long. But yeah, dude, that was awesome. Those are good stories. Yeah. Dad Lore is gonna be awesome. I feel like we have a lot of sports stories to tell. Some ones that we want to have in the future are trips together. Yes. Like we need to go on trips. I'm talking like DR, fucking Puerto Rico,
even just other states. France, to be honest.
Yeah, New York. We got to go to New York. We got to pull to New York. I mean, maybe California.
Maybe Florida.
Maybe Florida. Yeah, we got to pull up Florida. Maybe Miami. That might be some shit. Miami might be some shit.
Yo, off topic real quick. For all my people in the Discord. Yeah. Oh my. Because they're planning right now on doing like a little state trip.
Oh really?
Okay, so AJ is like trying to introduce Larica to the States. Because mind you, he's from the UK.
Yeah, I remember.
So they're going to be like, hey, yo, this is,
that's
introduce him to the US. So they're going to go to like a bunch of states and all this and that. Yeah.
Tell them to pull up, bro.
Hey, bro.
Hey, pull up. I got y'all. I'll show y'all around. Let's go. Hell yeah.
Y'all know.
I hope y'all guys enjoyed it. Like, comment, subscribe. Y'all know the vibes. With everybody. Share with everybody.
I will never stop saying it. Please share with everybody.
We
your
love
friends,
you guys.
Your family. Your coworkers,
your granny,
your Grammy, your grandpa, your tio.
For those that aren't Mexican, your auntie and uncle.
Indeed.
We love you guys.
We love
all the love and support. Thank you guys so much.
We will see y'all.
With that being said, we'll see you on the next one.
All right, we'll see you guys. All right, bye. Love you.